Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Red Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Sooners offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Headed out to lead this team is John Mateer. Man, he was razor sharp last time out. Completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Red Devil. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Right down the boulevard. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Motion from the wideout. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Right side, it's Harris. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Sanders. Stepping to the right. Finds his man, it's Rice.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And it's the Red Devils come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Makes the quick grab. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Hand it to the back. Finding some room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Sanders. On the run, fires downfield. Connection to the right. Wide open spaces. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peppers. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Left side, it's Rice. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Rice. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on 4th. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Devil!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gets the back moving. On the move. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Hits inside. It's Peppers. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Grabs it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. And he will score! Touchdown, Red Devil! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Look out! Open space at the 25. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He'll take a shot. Touchdown Sooners! He got it, beat down in bounds.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
And the extra point is good. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time on target. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Right side, it's Peppers. Bulldozes his way through. All out of space. just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
And it's the Red Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Cuts it upfield. It's Peppers. They were all over it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw at Sanders. Oh, pressure's coming. Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Looking left. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Fields the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dan.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. The throw to the outside is complete. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And that after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
3rd and long right here. They're all over him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's the Red Raiders trying to keep the ball rolling with their 11th straight win. It's been a dream season following that early loss. This will be a dangerous postseason team. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to slip through and pick it up. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Sanders. Rushes on. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Red Devils sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. So here comes the Oklahoma offense.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make them make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. Out wide left, it's Sategna. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Snapped on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Left side, it's Rice. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And it's the Red Devils decide to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Nestles it in at the 35. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Calls his own number. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that first down?
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Gets rid of it.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I love the location of that throw. 4th down on the slant. He puts it out in front of his target so that when he catches it, he can advance and get north to pick up more yards.
Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. In the backfield, it's Carter. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Handoff to Xavier. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Out wide left, it's Hansen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Motion from the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Mateer. Fires to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. The run inside. It's Peppers. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Out wide right, it's Peppers. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Nowhere to go. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Right back to it. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to...
Into the secondary on the right. Past the 20. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Well, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him. He's been good all game long. Not surprising. Late in the game, they still can't stop him. They get the first down right there to ice this one away. And this defense, they've got some adjustments they're going to have to make.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.